Hi guys, this is Ian Robbins. This is another iPhone app review. This time we're going to be reviewing Plants vs Zombies by PopCap. Some of you might know PopCap from games like Bejeweled 2 and Peggle on the iPhone. They have a lot of apps for the PC that are all quite good, all quite addictive. This is one of the more random ones. It is available on the PC, and this is almost a carbon copy of it as far as the main game goes. The idea of this game is you have a house and you have to defend the house from a horde of zombies by planting plants in your garden. The idea sounds completely crazy, but it is really addictive. You have tons of different sorts of plants that you gain by getting further in the game. There's tons of different sorts of zombies. There's zombies with cones on the head, like you can see in the background there, that you have to take. You have to kill quite a lot more than what you do a normal zombie. There's sporting zombies, like American football players, high jumpers and all that kind of crazy stuff. There's also some crazy levels on it with water, with grass, at night time. Just really random. It does take a little bit of time to load the standard 3G. It takes a little bit longer to load on my 3G. That's purely because I've got a lot of apps on my phone. If you have less apps, it loads a lot quicker. Same as if you have a 3GS, it loads a lot quicker. So once it's finished, it'll say tap to start. So we'll jump straight in. One of the good parts about this game that I like is the fact you can sign in at the top here. So you can give your phone to a friend, let them play it for a bit, but they don't affect your game. So I'm one of those people that like to play the game start to finish on my own. I don't know if you're like that or not, but that's just my way of doing it. I like to play the game start to finish on my own, so I can say I've done all the levels. Sounds a bit crazy, but it works for me. On the main screen you've got more games on the left. This will jump you to a list of other PopCap games for the iPhone and iPod Touch. Achievements are things you can gain in the game. Options, which is your standard sound options and things, and help on the game. Quick play, the button here, isn't enabled until you finish the adventure. It basically lets you replay the levels, get better scores on the levels and things. And it tells you at the top here what world and what level you're on. So I'm on World 1, Level 2. So we'll jump into that. The first level is really quick to do, so I'll restart this level. Whenever you press the home button, it remembers where you are, so you can just hit the home button, go away for a bit, and it will remember where you are on that level, so you don't have to worry about quitting out. So this is the second level, so there's a few extra bits on this. So for starters, I can build sunflowers, which create suns. Suns go up here. This is sort of like the currency for the game. You need a lot of suns to build plants. So the first two plants you get are the sunflower and the pea shooter. The first level you just get the pea shooter. So you have suns that drop down, and these here will glow, and then they'll create a sun themselves. Let's see the bottom which is glowed. That creates the sun. So we'll have 3 of those. The more sunflowers you have, the more currency you can gain. So, and then you have pea shooters that can shoot peas to kill zombies. So we'll wait for a zombie to appear. That sound there means the zombies are starting to approach. And you have this gauge here, which moves from left to right, from right to left, and tells you how far into the level you are. So we'll put a pea shooter on this stage here. You do it just by clicking the plank you want and then where you want it to drop. And then that will shoot the zombie over here and eventually kill it. You can't just build plants, so if I build another plant here, you'll see that the icon goes black and then it'll start to slowly refill. So you have to wait for it to be refilled for you to be able to use it again. So this zombie here, I'm just going to let him get on with his own thing so I can show you what happens when the zombie gets to the house. So some levels are quite big, so you have the whole garden. Some levels are at night, so you have nighttime plants as well as daytime plants. You can also have water feature plants on levels that have water. Once you get enough plants, so every time you finish a level you get a new plant to pick for your arsenal. Once you've got more than, I think it's 6, you have to pick which 6 you want to take into the level with you. So once you've got your 7th plant, you have to pick which one you want. So we'll see that one there, because these plants can't defend themselves, the zombie will just eat it. And then once it gets to the house the first time, you'll see this lawnmower here will take out everything on this level, which is quite handy. So it's kind of a fail-safe. But now that part there is completely exposed, so if a zombie gets down there, it's game over basically. So I'll build a few more of these pea shooters, and I'll just leave this bottom bit blank. So you can see they're getting closer and closer to this flag. This flag here at the top basically means that's when the final massive wave of zombies will appear, which could be a handful, it could be loads. So it's just so you're kind of prepared and how far the level you are. It does flash up and say final wave as well, so it doesn't really matter how much currency you finish the level with. So you can finish with hundreds, you can finish with thousands, it's not really going to make any difference. You don't carry it over to the next level. So once the zombie's had its head knocked off, it will not be able to eat plants, so if it gets close enough and you knock its head off, it's not going to be able to eat any plants. So this is the final wave. So you've got the zombie flag carrier, he's basically the first guy in the wave. So we'll leave him to go down here and I'll show you what happens when he gets to the house. So you can see I've got quite a bit of sunlight left there, but you can't carry it over to the next level. So on the PC version you can sort of carry over the points. On this version I've not written that in, so it's a little bit different. So once he gets to the house, that'll be it, that'll be game over. Because the zombie's got to your house and basically walked in through the front door. Just like that. And you get eaten by the zombies. So that's Plants vs Zombies. It's available on the iPod and the iPod Touch, sorry, and the iPhone. There may be a HD version coming out for the iPad. There is for quite a few of the games I'm getting at the moment. There are a HD version or an iPad specific version that's higher resolution for the bigger screen. So that's Plants vs Zombies. If you've got any comments, leave them in the box below. I'll, as always, stick a link in the bottom for the app. This is a pay for only app though, unfortunately. I don't think there's a light version of this, but it's going to be around £1.99, which is good value for how big the game is. You can hit me up on an email at evilbobbins@evilbobbins.com. So I'll see you guys later.